If you want to be more liked in social situations, be someone that is more interesting, someone that people look up to and looking forward to spending time with, there are a couple of things that you can do. But before you even start, there is one important mindset shift that I really want you to get. And if you stick around to the end of this video, I will teach you the most important mindset shift and also 7 key concepts that I promise is going to make your socializing way more effortless. If you are someone that feels a lot of pressure in social situations, or maybe you feel fine, but you just want to be more liked and popular and appreciated, I want to say thank you for still listening to this video. What I'm about to teach you here, I haven't really heard from someone else, and I wish someone would have taught me this when I was a teenager. Because when I was growing up, I felt a lot of pressure to be liked, to be interesting. I really wanted to fit in and be part of a group, and I felt in order to deserve my place in the group, I had to put on an act. I had to be funny, smart. But there was something I was missing, and it's the most important mindset shift, which is, if you want to be liked by others, the easiest thing you can do is to make sure other people feel liked by you. Again, it's much better that other people feel liked by you than that you appear to be this cool and interesting guy. So it's better to make other people look good than that you look good. Please try to grasp this concept. If you do, it's going to make your life so much easier. Having the mindset of always looking for ways to make other people around you look good makes it so much easier to find friends at school, at work, date the kind of women that you want, be a popular person in a group. And it's frustrating now looking back at my experiences, because the reason I was kind of putting on a show and try to look smart is I just wanted to fit in. And if I instead would have focused on other people, it would have been so much easier, because I was all up in my head. I was always thinking, what should I say next? What does other people think of me? And the thing is, if you put your attention more on other people, you will naturally be less in your head and paying more attention to those around you. There are many skills involved at making other people look good. For example, you can be good at showing appreciation. You can have a strong confidence so that people feel at ease around you and comfortable with your leadership. You can be good at listening. You can be a person that is really good in conversations and knows exactly which questions to ask. And I will make videos on all of these topics in the upcoming videos. But for now, I want to start with the skill of showing appreciation in a good and efficient way. And the reason I want to start with appreciation is that it's a quite easy skill to learn. It's way easier than learning to play an instrument or a new language. And it might be one of the more important skills in life. And unfortunately, we don't learn this skill in school at all. So if you, like most people, have maybe never practiced or thought of, how can I show appreciation better? Then your skills at showing appreciation are probably not going to be as good as they can be. But the good news is it's a pretty easy fix. I'm going to teach you some core principles in this video. And you don't need to do all of them all the time. But if you get these 7 core principles, then your level of appreciation is going to immediately become much stronger. Showing appreciation can be anything from giving someone a compliment to showing gratefulness for something they have done, or just telling them how much we like them. And what's important to understand is that we are a social animal. We crave to be included in the group and feel important. So most people crave appreciation. And since we don't learn it in school, most people don't show as much appreciation as they could do. So everyone is a little bit starved for this. Let's get into the 7 key concepts. And I'm going to use an example now. And remember, the thing is not to memorize exactly what I'm saying here. I'm using this example to illustrate these 7 points. You don't need to use all of them all the time, but using them is generally better than not doing it. Well, not better, more efficient, I would say. Let's say that you are invited home to someone for a party, and you can tell that the host has really put her soul and heart into creating this party. And you go up there and you want to show appreciation. I think a really common way to do this is to go up and say, "Hey, great party. Thank you so much for inviting me." And what is the issue here? Because it is showing appreciation, right? So I think the first issue is that it's way too unspecific. It's too generic. There's no details in there. She doesn't know why we think it's a great party, so it becomes almost a bit meaningless. It sounds more like something we're saying just to be polite. So let's try instead to use the first key concept, which is to be more specific. Then I might say something like, "Wow, I love what you have done with this place. The glitter, the colorful balloons, the cake. You have really made this place come alive." Do you see that with the specificity, she knows why you appreciate her party? And the second key concept here that you can add together with the first one is to show emotion. In the first one, I was kind of flat. I was saying, great party. But instead, can I show what her putting effort into the party means to me and show it emotionally? Maybe I can say, "Wow, you have really made this party come alive. It makes me so excited for where this night could go." If excited is how you feel, then you show that emotion, which makes the appreciation becomes more alive and powerful. And you can combine it with the third key concept, which is to compliment the person, not the action. And you don't have to do this every time, but in general, I think it becomes more powerful. Do you remember in the first example, I said, "Hey, great party, thank you for inviting me." Let's instead shift it to make it about her and say, "Hey, you are so generous for inviting so many people." Did you hear that? You are generous. You take the action of what she did, and then you look at what personality trait does this action convey about her, and you compliment her personality. Things that are deep-rooted at the core of a person is usually something that is better to compliment than the action they did temporarily in this moment. And with a little bit of luck, she's going to start seeing herself as a more generous person. And then you are showing good leadership skills and building up people around you, making them feel better around you. And that is what we want to accomplish. If you can enter social situations like a party or school with a mindset of, "I'm going to try to do what I can to make other people around me look good," not only are you quickly going to become one of the most popular guys in the room, but you're also going to relieve a lot of that social pressure that you might be feeling, because a lot of that comes from being in your own head, thinking, what cool, interesting thing can I say next? So practice the first 3 pieces and the important mindset shift. Now, I'm going to give you 4 more pieces that will take your appreciation to the top level. Number 4, be as honest as you can. Because if you go around and give compliments that are not genuine, that's just flattery and people are going to see through it. For example, let's say that you come to the party, but you don't feel excited at all. Don't say that you're excited. They're gonna see it. So what's better to do is to say, "Hey, you're so generous for inviting me. I actually had a really rough day, but thanks to the effort you have put in here, maybe I will be able to enjoy this night." It might sound a little bit strange to say something like that, but what you're building up is the reputation of someone that is being honest, that is only saying what is true to them. And that is going to, over time, make all of the appreciation you show more powerful. Number 5, if possible, show appreciation in front of others. If the hostess friend is standing next to her, make sure she hears what you're saying. That is going to make the appreciation you show stronger. Number 6, and that is to practice gratitude. And I want to stress here that this is one of the favorite habits I have in my life overall. Every night before going to bed, me and my girlfriend ask each other, what are you grateful for today? And you don't need a girlfriend to do it. You can do it to yourself, or you can write down what you're grateful for. And what you're practicing now is really to notice things that you appreciate about your life. Because every day, I promise you, 10 good things or more is happening to you, but you might not take the time to notice them. And if you do, you're going to be better at noticing when other people are doing good things as well. And that is going to make it so much easier to give other people compliments and show good gratitude. Plus, it's going to make you a more happier and positive person in general, because you're going to look at the bright side of life way more often. Number 7, and that is to show appreciation to yourself. And I think this is the most important key concept, because it's, first of all, it's the easiest place to start practicing. When you do something nice, you can practice step 1 to 6 in this video on yourself. And when you get into the habit of being a person who tells yourself nice things, the things you would like to hear from others, that is where you start to create real deep self-esteem. Because if you never show yourself appreciation, if you don't say the kind words to yourself that you wish others told you, you are going to be someone that always goes around and is craving validation from other people. You're going to start become a people pleaser. And the antidote to this is to be real good at filling up your own cup. So all day, every day, make sure you give yourself small little compliments. Get into that mindset. Again, that is just going to create for you such a more positive experience of life in general and make you a happier person that people want to be around. That was it for today. Start practicing these key concepts. And over time, maybe a month, maybe more, you will start becoming really good at this skill. And it's going to have a profound effect on your social life. Now, if you like this episode, make sure to subscribe to my channel. And if you really like this episode and you want to help me out, the coolest thing you can do is if you think of one person that you think could benefit from this kind of material and send this video to them. That would really help me out to growing this channel. And for you to take your personal development to the next step, I think a really good video for you to watch next is what I'm going to release coming up, which is a video about how to develop confidence. Make sure you come back for the next video, and I'll see you there.